Also, I've heard Angel is not bad. Like, I don't think any of the Mythic Paths are bad. So even though Azada's a little more min-maxy, Angel I think is good. Yeah.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
Amelia, your range baffles me sometimes.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabres. People are dying up there. Please,
Kookaburra,
show us the way out.
Thanks for the 15. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Who are you, tieflings?
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low. We are the underground crusaders, the children of the Crusades' finest.
Who is Amelia? Amelia is Amelia Tyler. She actually played the nymph, the main nymph in Pathfinder Kingmaker. So if you played that game, that was her, and this is also her now in the second game.
Sadly, Underground Crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
And she's in chat right now blushing. Love your work, Amelia.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
I also really like Lan's VA.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
I've never heard of Underground Crusaders before.
In Canabres, they're called mongrels. People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone.
They're like
after
chat.
midnight. To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are, and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
What is this place?
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
Oh, nice.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
Yeah, this is our Wendog is our Cohh Julia emote as well. Great work on that, Julia. We're going to be finishing the emote set. She's already finished it, but I'm still uploading it. By tomorrow, the rest of our Pathfinder emotes will be in.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
Do you have to play the previous Pathfinder games to play this? No. It helps to learn the world and the game mechanics, but you do not have to. You can absolutely start with this game. What are you doing here?
That's none of your bit.
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold.
Thanks, Banana. Appreciate that, bud.
Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the Underground Crusaders to take up arms. If we get the Holy Sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
Yeah, as somebody just mentioned in chat, I do have a couple playthroughs of Pathfinder, including like a big one on YouTube, if you want to kind of skip through it and get the feel of it. It is all up on my YouTube, Cohh.tv/YouTube, or youtube.com/CohhCarnage, whatever.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
Interesting. Cool.
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
Maze, does it really lead to the surface?
Yes. There are other ways up, but they are far from here. And after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the underground crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
A sword of holy flame, how'd it wind up down here?
It came here with its owner. A long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise.
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Hey, Repo EQ.
Lan, watch your tongue.
We'll find the sword faster if we work together. I'll help you.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
Now we're talking.
Swordy.
Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
Cool. Okay, great. So I don't think they're actual companions. Ooh, a lore religion.
Now what is that?
Ooh, okay, first of all, a lore religion check.
I hope you appreciate this.
Statue of an unknown knight. The technique is crude, but the figure was clearly crafted with genuine feeling. Judging by the style of armor, the knight is from the First Crusade. A little spoder. A little spoder friend. Copper ring.
I found something.
Grinding stones. Okay.
What do we have here?
I will take all of this. We got some Gremstones. Ranchesteri, hey Cohh, congrats for your VA work in this game and others. Do you know what percentage of the game is voice acted? More than the first one? Thank you. First of all, thanks, Ranchesteri. I do remember there's a good amount of voice acting, but similar to RPGs of this girth, pretty much all voice acting is done down the main spine of the game. And from what I understand, there is a lot of side content in this game. So, I mean, there are rumors going around that it's going to take like 100 hours to finish it. So, although there is a good amount of voice acting, there's also a good amount of not voice acted stuff. So just keep that in mind.
Now, what is that?
This room looks like an improvised museum or perhaps some kind of temple. More grinding stones.
Is that a trap?
What's that there?
Oh my lord, so much stuff. My loot senses are tingling.
I found, something.
Found it! Okay. Damn, son. A strange flash pierces the gloom, and Cohh feels drops of searing blood run down his chest. The wound healed by Terendelev reopens and weeps scarlet, but there's no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber, this one or another one entirely. Cohh's heartbeat quickens and a stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into his mind, thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery. They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, the people I swore to protect, the people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are, up ahead in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I'm about to die from their traitorous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with a golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refuses to join with the traitors and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origin of these thoughts, Cohh intuits that he can control them somehow. Let's try to heal the wounded girl. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, murky scene before Cohh. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, Larian, you said that everything was going to change soon. You said you and the other warriors of heaven would be leaving us on a grand mission to stop the demons. Is that true? The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster, like a rushing river, and images flash one after another. A priestess in colorful robes, observing the stars, a young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword, a majestic golden-winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet but his voice ringing clear. Only if you're willing, and only if you're ready. There's no going back. And don't waste your strength healing me, the girl whispers. Your mission is more important. You, take care, it is near. There in the visions, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within its depths. A vague shadow, an outline. A nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow, the sound piercing like hot irons lancing through flesh and bone. Traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. Wow. Cohh is determined to fight off the illusion. Failed. The force of this terrifying attack, though originating in a vision, is much greater than anything Cohh can withstand. Crippling fatigue drags him to the ground, hands trembling, cold, piercing his skull. How bad is this? It's tough. The one who sent the vision is experiencing something similar. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real. It exists only in this strange vision or memory, but the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The shadow's features starkly resemble those of Discari, the terrifying demon lord. In a moment as swift as thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they call Lariel. The foolish angel struggling on the rocks like a fly with its wings torn off, intones the shadows. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from a quiet whispering to a sonorous shout, becoming young, then old and quavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone so far from the light of your heaven? Oh, I missed a page? Oh no, I guess we'll have to reload. Well, we'll do that at the end, I guess. A strange calm envelops the thoughts of one called Lariel. He recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through strained glass. Slash. The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on Lariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword with his last burst of strength, plunges it into the rock. Cohh senses that the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing like a river running dry. The last thing he hears is this: "You will kill me, monster, this I know, but one day someone will come here and raise up my sword. They will raise it up and save and protect the innocent." The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colors. Cohh does not hear the final words, but he seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from his lips, and with them, something else. The heat blazing in Cohh's chest fades away. The edge of the scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Cohh sees the flaming sword in his hand, or rather its outline, the memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes and the light is drawn into his hand. Cohh senses that it will return. All he needs to do is call it. Cool. My voice is gonna get wrecked? It is.
Hey, are you all right? You were kinda glowing just now.
Sela kneels before the light, offering up a prayer to Iomedae.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
I think I saw the memories of Lariel, the angel who died here.
Lariel? That really was Lariel? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
You. Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood, no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
Now, Wentwog, don't be a sore loser. He is clearly different from us. The sword
Thanks,
appeared
JC Walker.
before him, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff, because he doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that.
Ooh, that sounds pretty not good.
I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
They're tainted. Reveal the light of heaven. It seems I can control it.
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing. Heaven has truly blessed you.
Real quick, Luda Human. Hey, Cohh, super stoked for Pathfinder. Do you know if there's a font resize option? I'm a visually impaired gamer. I will check that for you, Ludi, as soon as we're done. Hashtag blessed.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Wow.
Yes, it's similar, but this light is more golden. Chief Sol needs to see this.
Go bless.
Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right?
Yes.
Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
Okay, lead us to your chief and I'll decide if I'm going to help you or not.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
Fair. Okay. Load game. All right, we're going to read the second page that I missed because I want to make sure to get all that sweet, delicious, juicy lore. Oh, wait. There we go. There we go. Oh, let's check the font size real quick too, while we were asked about font size right here. Oh, we can change the font size, but it does look like it's all the way up. So keep that in mind. Also, you have autosave and quick save slots, tooltip delays, a lot of auto pause options, lots of them. Turn-based mode, auto end turn, auto interrupt movement. Let's turn on the tutorials so we don't miss anything. Improved crusade loading times. I want to keep that off for now, but maybe? Here are our graphic options. Oh, cool. They even mark stuff to... Okay. Is there an ultra? No, there's not. Okay. Visual perception. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at that. Well, that is super badass. You can adjust it for, I think these are different types of color blindness. I don't think I've ever seen this in a game. Damn, dude. Okay. That's pretty awesome.
Applause, please.
Yes, that is pretty poggers. I agree, chat. That is pretty poggers. Right mouse button function. Oh, cool. Okay, so you can set different functions. Double click delays, rotation speed adjustments. Here's all the different keys. You can, looks like, do just about everything. Cool. All the Pathfinder's famous for its difficulty stuff, which is fantastic. Lots of good difficulty adjustments you can do there. You can really make your own difficulty. And I think that's good. Okay. Pause on lost focus. Keep moving after combat starts. Pause when a hidden item is detected. Let's turn that on. Pause on melee combat. Pause when each round is over. Pause at end of round turn. Pause when ally is down. Let's turn that on. Oh, wow. You can pause when a member has a low HP. Pause when a member runs out of consumables. An enemy is spotted. Pause when an area is loaded. Pause when the last enemy left is sleeping. That's cool. Oh, and increase party animation speeds. I think this is only for turn-based mode, right? Yeah, it's only for turn-based. Okay. Great. Okay. All right, build a girl. Oh, wait. Did I miss one there too? Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. Don't waste your strength healing me. There in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within its depths. A vague shadow or an outline. A nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirping. We read all that. Oh, interesting. Okay. Ha! The force of the attack, though originating in a vision, is terrifying, but Cohh is stronger. He shakes off the pain and torpor, but alas, the one who sent the vision cannot claim the same. He is broken and exhausted. Yeah, okay. So a little bit different text there. Did we gain experience? We did. We gained a little bit of experience. And we changed some stuff there. So, yeah, that was good. And then this is the stuff we read before. Okay. Cool. All right, great. I think we're good. Pause on save scum. Well, I mean, obviously.
Hey, are you all right? You were kinda
What did you do with it?
Laurie.
Okay, we just read this, so we're gonna whip through it real quick. Actually, let's do this. You saw it too, the Traders and the Dying Girl?
It's only us here. Your group, you, me, Wendu, and the light of heaven that sort of got, sucked into you. Any chance you can whip it out again? We do kinda need it. Sorry, I crack jokes when I get nervous, and when I'm upset, and when I'm happy. Anyway, what I said, it came out wrong. We need to bring you to Chief Sull. You can show everyone the light of heaven, we'll rally the tribe and go into the maze, and we'll get back our kin.
And what if he can't make it happen a second time? What then? The tribe will just say we're crazy and turn its back on us.
Boom. Yeah.
That is just...
This...
Yes, it's similar. Let's go.
Okay. And we're right back up to where we were. Hell yes.
Now what is that?
Doom Romo, thank you very much for the sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you, bud. Okay, skill checks. We know all about this. Absolutely. Okay, before we go, let's just do one. Oh, we gotta get this. These are pearls. Great. Now we can clutch them when something happens that we don't approve of. Fantastic. Oh, and they actually joined our party. Nice.
Are we in trouble yet?
All right, so what are you? You are a Zen archer. Cool. Distorted, not broken. Interesting. Okay. Monk, Zen, archer. Zen archers are proficient with longbows, shortbows, composite longbows, and composite shortbows. It's got point-blank shot and perfect strike. A Zen archer monk receives perfect strike as a bonus feat at the first level. You must declare that you're using this feat before you make your attack roll. You can roll your attack roll twice and take the higher result. Oh, it's an advantage. Okay. And I wonder, I'm assuming that works on ranged weapons. The way of the bow. Ooh. Ooh. Did I not get the pre-order items yet? I don't know. I don't think I did. Fury of Blows. Oh, look at this. A Zen archer can make a flurry of blows as a full attack action, but only when using a bow. He may not make a flurry of blows with his unarmed attacks or any other weapon. A Zen archer does not apply a strength bonus on damage rolls made with flurry of blows unless he's using a composite. A Zen archer cannot use rapid shot or many shot when doing a flurry of blow. Okay. So what exactly does flurry of blows do? It's an extra attack. Okay. Cool. Great. All right. And our girl here is a standard fighter. Awesome. Okay. Do I have flurry of blows or is it automatic? Here's perfect strike. Put that at the front. We won't be using charge with him and probably not a lot of that either. Let's go ahead and pop how do I switch between my characters again? It's not the F keys. Is it control? No, what is, how do I switch between my party members on the keyboard? Alt. It's Alt. There we go.
What's going on here?
Here
we go again.
Together we stand.
I feel like the chosen one.
Let's take charge off because we're never going to be using that with him. Let's put defense there.
Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better.
Okay.
I am yours to command.
I don't know if we're going to be using her. Wait, are you using a bow? Okay. Okay. So she's a range fighter. Interesting.
We'll witness.
No reason
one way
to
or the other.
pause.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Okay. Great. Let's save it. Bada boom. Quick look here. We're going to keep our fighter at the front. Where's Cohh? Oh, there's Cohh. Hi. We'll put our archers in the back. We'll put her right behind. Great. Drink. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Okay. All right.
Open your heart to me.
Okay. I think we are all set. Anything else here? No. Okay. Let's go over here.